And we're live. What is up, everybody? We're live again, back to back to back to back shows. I hope you guys are enjoying it, because I enjoy you guys coming on and doing some car talk. What's up, Josh? How we doing, my friend? We got Jason. He's already the second person on. I like that. We'll let a couple people hop on first, and then I'm going to send you a quick request, Jason, and we'll get our interview rocking and rolling. I do hope everyone had a great day. We had some great weather here today. Got a lot of stuff done, so I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited tonight. We got Jason, One Rare SVT, hopping on with his gorgeous Fox Body Cobra, Teal Cobra. So let's get right to it. Let's get our main man on. Fox Body Scotty, Laurie Motorsports.
Yeah, definitely.
It's where you built the Fox Body, correct?
That is true. That is true. Yep.
Awesome. Well, what we'll do, Jason, just so we'll get right to it, because everyone's very anxious to meet you and to talk about your car, is you and I will do our best. The questions will mainly be for you. We'll try to keep an eye on those questions and answer them as best as we can. But I do have some questions lined up for you that's going to just allow us to get to know you, and then also that beautiful car and truck that you have.
On the Cobra number 23, which is actually the Ghost LX's car. Yeah. So I sold that one and had that black one for several years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So all in all, you've had three so far?
I had the 92, I had the black 93, number 23. I had a teal 94 GT, and I had a 95 Cobra for a while, and then obviously the one I have now.
Wow. What ended up happening with the black one, 23?
Life can throw you some curveballs at times,
Yeah.
and I got to a point when I needed some funds. I never thought I'd sell it, but I had to get rid of the car. And, owning a Fox Body Cobra, I had to have another one. And so I always regretted selling that car, but I was super excited when I ran across Dennis on Instagram, and he had it. And, man, he has turned that car into a pristine, awesome, way better than I could have done. So that was really cool to see what it was now compared to what it was when we had it.
So Dennis, is Dennis on Instagram? Do I know Dennis?
The Ghost Cobra.
Oh, that was your old car.
Yeah.
No way.
And I've got pictures. Yeah, I've got pictures somewhere, but I've moved a lot. I was in the Air Force for 4 years, 20 years ago, and I think all those pictures of that car are on actually a CD-ROM, which none of our computers have.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out how to get those pictures off. But yeah.
Wow. There's actually Josh, Ryan. I'm looking as we're talking.
Yeah.
They too did not know about number 23. Yeah. But wow, that all makes sense now.
Mission stock, so I'm afraid if I hook up too good, it might just say bye. So.
Sayonara.
Yeah. So I kind of baby this car, even though it's got a lot more power than what my old one used to.
Yep, absolutely. So we got a little bit about your background, and so with all that history, you just basically had your hands in it for a long time too, because I know pretty much all the work done to your Teal Cobra is done by yourself, correct?
Not all of it, no.
Not all of it, yep.
There's some people. Yeah, when I first bought it, I was thinking I could do it all, but I didn't working out of my garage and thinking that I could, do all that, and I didn't have all the tools. I've actually found some guys that could do some stuff that I couldn't, and to finish it off for me. So I didn't do it all. So, and those guys probably being professionals did a little bit better. So that's probably why it looks so good.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I did see you did a good amount, I would say. So you did an amazing job, and whoever helped you out too, obviously, like you said, professional job.
Exactly.
So let's talk about when the Teal Fox came into your life.
It I mean, I remember one time when I had it in storage, I went to go just drive it, and it like sputtered and died on the side of the road. Luckily, I got it cranked back up and got it back in the storage unit. But yes, when I finally got it home, it died in the garage. It started raining, so we literally had to push that car kind of up a slope. So I'm sure our neighbors were like, "Who the hell are these clampers that just moved in?" Because at the time the car was in really rough condition. But yeah, we pushed it in the garage, and I think my very first post on Instagram was when it was sitting in the garage. We still had our dining room table. So
Yep, I saw that, and
yeah.
that similar situation happened to me when I first got my Mustang.
Back, and it felt like I was taking off in a jet, and I was like, okay, I've got to have a turbo Fox at some point.
Yeah,
And I was there. So when I found this one, I knew I wanted to put a turbo on it. Again, I didn't buy the car or build it to race, but as you guys know, anytime you drive your Fox around, somebody wants to rev up their engine or try to race you. So I didn't want to get whipped by just some Joe Schmo
yeah.
and some. I wanted to have something. So that I knew I wanted to do that when I bought the car. So.
Wow, what a way to get the bug for some boost, huh?
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, I seen the car run, and I mean, the wheels would come off the ground whenever he launched it to track. So yeah, it was. I got the itch pretty good, and it just took me a while to get up the funds and be in a situation where I could start doing the same stuff. So
Yeah, and I'm like my mind's blown away right now on a stock block, you know?
and I'm serious, and I know when you get above 500, you're playing with fire, and it's just like a time bomb. But he just had a really good tune on it, and he shifted it, never took it close to red line. But yeah, I thought it was crazy too. And then I remember one time he showed me the dyno sheet, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." But then I felt the power, and I was like, "Damn,
That's
this
all
is
there.
bad." Yeah, yeah.
And plus he beefed up the transmission too, you said, right?
In my car, it's a stock T5. It's got a Pro 50 shifter.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about his car?
His car, yeah.
Yeah, he had a Tremec 3550. He said he broke 3 transmissions until he got that Tremec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hello.
You're right.
Man,
So.
that's insane. So let's talk about your car. So you ended up taking the engine out. And you have that posted on your page, guys. So if everyone
Yeah.
wants to obviously see all that stuff, he does have that on his page. Tell us about all that. Engines out. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, so again, like I said, I pulled the engine at the house in the driveway, got it out. The shock towers on the inside. When I pulled the Carfax report, the car was actually stolen in '93. Luckily, they got it back like 2 days later. But all the VIN stickers are there, with the exception it's got the Cobra R hood
Yep.
and the front fascia. The car actually, it had a Savini Stalker front end, which I think is a cool front end, but not on a '93 Cobra in my opinion.
Right.
So I pulled the front fascia off of it, and I knew that the shock towers and everything were going to have to be fixed. So that's when I was like, I'm going to get the whole thing smooth and get a wire tuck. I had very low compression. I did a compression leak down test, so I was like, yeah, I need to get this motor rebuilt. And the fact that it wasn't showing any oil pressure, even though it had oil pressure in it, I was like, I'm going to have a machine shop kind of go through everything, make sure everything's balanced. And I got, pulled the motor, and then just kind of started trying to figure out who to take it to do some stuff that I didn't have the capability to do at home. So
I back to dual.
I did, just like on your car.
Just like my car. Okay, cool. And what mufflers are you running? You remember?
Dadgummit. Now that you asked me, I'll have to think about it. Nice story. I actually had the only thing I haven't completed on my car is the interior yet. I actually had the money, but then I started looking around and seeing all these old F100s, and I got the itch to buy one, and I was going to see a customer in South Alabama, and again on Craigslist, a guy had a long wheelbase, and I know the short beds are really popular, but I want to be able to have a toolbox that sits in the back of that truck when I'm done with it, and actually have some bed use.
Yeah.
And so it's a small town, Ozark, Alabama. I don't even think they got less than 5,000 people.
Wow.
And I said, yeah, I'm passing through. I said, I want to take a look at the truck. And I pulled up, and he was sitting in his driveway. And I don't know if they do this up where you're from, but the guy goes, here's the keys, go take it around the block. And I was like, are you serious? So no power steering, no power brakes. I got in it, and I was like, okay, this is so cool. I just have always liked the way the long beds look.
Yep.
And so I looked at it, and then he was asking too much, in my opinion. So I kind of just, was like, I'll be in touch.